Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. For today's video, I'm going to be breaking down as well as giving you my initial thoughts on the newly revealed Transformers Legacy Deluxe Class Decepticon WILDRIDER, our second Stunticon in, of course, the team of 5, which when combined will form the highly anticipated Menasor. Now, this reveal comes just one day away from the Transformers Fan First Tuesday, of which is no doubt going to give us the entire lineup of Transformers Legacy Wave 2, and if recent leaks are anything to go by, maybe even the Commander Class Motormaster. But of course, Menasor is the big talking point of Legacy, so it was no doubt the WILDRIDER would of course be one of the hottest deluxe reveals for Wave 2, and for the most part, I actually think he looks pretty cool. Much like Dragstrip, it does appear as if though these Legacy Stunticons are going to be some of the best combiners that we've seen since, say, the Studio Series Devastator, which concluded in 2020. So let's break it down. Here, of course, we've got an in-packaged image, as always looking fantastic. The box art on these Legacy figures looks terrific. We've got an image of him in vehicle mode as well as robot mode. As we actually take a look at the vehicle mode itself, looks exactly how it appeared in the G1 series, so it does appear as if though they are going for solid G1 accuracy where these Stunticons are concerned, and not that almost mixed design that was rumoured quite a few months ago, which personally I'm really happy with. I've always thought that the true to form G1 Menasor slash Stunticons would be the best way to go, so definitely glad to see them continue that here with, of course, WILDRIDER. The vehicle mode looks awesome, much like the Runabout figure that we got as part of Earthrise. You can see this fantastic transparent red used for the windscreen. Really, I think it looks awesome. And we've got what appear to be the almost identical blasters that we saw with Dragstrip, just this time repainted in metallic gunmetal as well as silver. They don't look bad, and maybe they are slightly different in hand, but just judging by this image, they do appear to be roughly the same. But the vehicle mode looks great proportion-wise. I think it looks solid, and just as far as an actual vehicle team are concerned, this guy and, of course, Dragstrip already look fantastic in their alt forms. You've got the Decepticon insignia slap bang in the center. It really doesn't appear as if though they've slacked in regards to paint apps. You can see the hubcaps fully decked out in silver. We've got that classic red strip along the side of the vehicle, and overall it looks pretty nicely done. Then we take a look at WILDRIDER in robot mode. Now, upon first glance, there are some things here which I'm not a huge fan of, and I'll touch base with that in just a second, but for the most part it looks really well done. The face sculpt looks fantastic, by far one of the best official WILDRIDER sculpts we've seen, and it absolutely obliterates the version that we saw from Combiner Wars. So that, first of all, is great to see. As we take a look at the torso, I think the sculpt and paint on this also looks fantastic. The same can also be said for the forearms and biceps. I really like the white as well as the blue paint for the torso, and of course the red detailings for those biceps and forearms, and overall the actual colour of almost green grey that they've decided to go with for the actual base plastic also definitely matches what we saw in the original animation. But some things of which I'm not massively keen on would be that it does appear as if though he's got quite a big backpack. Now, of course, the character in the show did have some sort of backpack, but it didn't appear to be this big, and judging by this image, it does appear as if though he's got basically both of the rear wheels just kind of sticking out to the side. So I'll reserve my judgment for when, of course, we get this guy in hand, or hopefully more official images that will come tomorrow after the Fan First Tuesday. But then as we work our way down to the legs, these two also don't look too bad. There are some areas of which once again kind of remind me of some of those Prime Wars trilogy characters. Most noticeably would be the hollowness where the ankles are concerned, but other than that, it's looking to be a really solid looking figure. Here we've got another image of him wielding those blasters, and they definitely do appear here at least to be identical to the ones that come with Dragstrip. I'll have to double check that later on, but for the most part, not looking too bad. Sadly, much like Dragstrip, there's no official image of how the actual combined form will turn out, but much like Dragstrip, it will no doubt actually just basically be the car mode that will attach onto the skeleton that will be provided to us by the Motormaster trailer, of course, the skeleton of Menasor. But it definitely makes me really excited to see as to what other reveals lie ahead tomorrow. As mentioned previously, we are basically expecting to see the entire lineup of Transformers Legacy Wave 2 tomorrow, so that includes the Elita 1, the Transformers Prime Knockout as far as Voyagers are concerned, that G-Axis, and of course the Prime Soundwave. And considering the recent leak that we got of the box art of Motormaster, no doubt an official proper render of how that guy will look in robot mode, and I'm really hoping the skeleton of Menasor, considering that the other two Stunticons are packaged in Wave 3 and Wave 4, we may have to wait slightly longer to actually see what that skeleton looks like. But for now, WILDRIDER, much like Dragstrip, looking to be by far one of the most solid deluxe classes from this assortment. I am just hoping that these images may be slightly mistransformed where those rear wheels are concerned, just kind of hanging out to the back. But I'm definitely liking what I'm seeing. As mentioned previously, I really do think this is going to be by far one of the most solid combiner sets that we've seen for quite some time. Definitely up there in regards to the Studio Series Series Devastator, and honestly, if Hasbro knock it out of the park here with these Stunticons, I'd definitely be more than open to an actual Studio Series 86 rendition of Devastator, that being releasing all of the individual Constructicons as either Deluxe, Voyager, or Leader, and then of course, when combined, they would form a proper, true-to-form version of 86 Devastator, as their Combiner Wars version was great, but of course, due to it being just a single Titan class release, they definitely were restricted due to some budgetary constraints. But sound off down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you guys think in regards to this Wild Rider. Does it live up to your expectations? Out of all of the characters that are rumoured to be shown off tomorrow, which are the ones that you're most looking forward to? For me, it's got to be that Prime Knockout, Elita 1, and Prime Soundwave, and not to mention, hopefully, that Motormaster. I'm really excited to see how Motormaster turns out. But I thank you guys all so much for watching. This guy's looking awesome. Hopefully, we'll get some more in-hand images come tomorrow. And of course, be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell for full coverage for everything that gets revealed for tomorrow's Transformers Fan First Tuesday. I thank you all so much for watching, and until my next video, I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.